Hi, welcome Mixed Understood family. Today we are going to talk about 7 pros and cons of starting up a new business. All right, let's dive in. So it's not all fun and it's not all roses and butterflies. Let's talk about what are some of the cons of owning your own startup. So the very first one that I think is really important to address is the hours. You are going to work harder than you have ever worked, and you are going to work longer than you have ever worked. The hours are intense. The hours could be late into the night. They could be all day long. Think about this, stay-at-home moms. So stay-at-home moms, whenever you have kids, that means that you are not able to do a lot of your work until either they're napping, they're eating a snack or eating lunch, if your kids are at school, well, then that's phenomenal because then you get all of the time while they're away at school. But if your kids are doing virtual school, then that means they're home with you and you are home with them as well. So you have to work around that schedule, which means a lot of times you're working after the kids are already in bed, after you've already had a long day being a mom and doing everything that involves. And now you're just barely getting started, clocking in your hours with your business after they're asleep, and all you want to do is take a shower and go to sleep yourself. But you can't. You've got to stay up and work about 3 to 4 hours to get your business started off the ground. So the hours are intense. They're long, they're hard, and it's a lot of work. And that's something that you should be aware of when going into this is if you are going to decide that you do want to create a startup business, then do not get discouraged in that first 3 months, that first 6 months, that first 9 months when you are working extremely long hours and the hours are intense. The workload is intense because that's just simply how it is in the beginning. So you just need to be aware of those hours and know that a lot is required of you. And that's just how it is in the beginning of a new startup. So one of the other cons of a startup is you don't have a whole lot of resources in the beginning. And as we've spoke about in a previous video, is that you may not have a very large team in the beginning. In fact, you may have a team of just one, which might be you. So that is something to be aware of, is that your resources may be limited, your finances may be limited in how much you can invest into your business. And it's just something to know that coming in, I may not have a whole lot of contacts, I may not have a whole lot of resources made available to me to take my idea and create it into a business. I may not have a whole lot of finances to start off with, and you just have to be realistic about what is it that I want to do, what is it that I want to accomplish, and what do I have? What do I have that I can begin with, that I can start and I can take and I can build and grow? You can always grow. So do not be discouraged if all I have is $100 or all I have is 2 hours a day. Whatever it is, just think about what you have, take that, cultivate it, and then grow it into something more. And just know it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen right away. It is going to take major time and absolute commitment to what it is that you are trying to accomplish. But know that you can do it. Just don't give up. Finally, one of the most important things to remember whenever you are just getting started in a business, one of the cons that a lot of people don't think about initially, is that you may not get paid for a while. You may be putting all of this money into your business and you have invested a lot, but you may not be getting anything back for quite some time. And the reality is that you just don't know how long that might be. it could take months. It could take a year before you see any kind of return on the investment that you've put into your business. So, being aware of that, being financially prepared for that, making sure that you are not putting all of your savings into something and then something happens and you have money that you need from your emergency fund, but your emergency fund you emptied out into your business and now you don't have anything. So, making good decisions, being wise about how you are financing your business. And I've talked about this before. I'm going to say again because it bears needing to be said, is that accounting and finances are crucial. Accounting and finances are crucial to your startup business. Be sure that you are being wise, that you are making good decisions about how much money I'm putting into my startup business, how much money I have set aside in case something goes wrong, in case everything falls through the floor, and I've got money to live off of. This is not I'm going to quit my job today, or even I'm going to quit my job in 3 months. What you do whenever you are just getting started, anything that you are making, don't go out and go splurge. Don't go start buying yourself things. Don't go start spending it on other things. If you are starting to make money in your business, you need to invest that back. Invest it back into your business. Don't pull money out of your business until you are making a consistent, I'm going to say that again, until you are making a consistent and steady cash flow and steady income with what you are making from your business. Once you start to see consistency, once you start to see a specific pattern of I am making X dollars every month for the past 6 months, okay, then if you want to start pulling something out, I would not recommend pulling large sums out, but if you want to reward yourself and reward all of the hours and all of the work that you have put into building your business, then that's a good time to do it. Don't go buy a car, don't go buy a house yet, but it's okay to go ahead and treat yourself and recognize and acknowledge all of the work and the effort that you've put into what you've built and what you've created. It's okay to give yourself a reward. But again, I just want to caution you, when you start to see something come in, don't spend it, put it back into the business. Wait until you can see consistency and that you see income each and every month, and there needs to be a certain dollar amount that you see a pattern of. Every month I'm making $300. Every month I'm making $5,000. Every month I see $8,000 coming in. Whatever it is, that it needs to be a consistent pattern before you pull from it. So don't get excited and go out and spend. Remember, you want to keep growing your business, so you have got to put back into your business before you take away from it. Thank you, Mixed Understood family. I hope that you learned something from the 7 pros and cons that we discussed today on starting up a new business. If you have any questions, make sure that you send those to me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends and family. I hope that you learned something from this, and I look forward to seeing you all again. Thank you.